Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I'm down at the Riverstone manufacturer to show you this beautiful toy hauler. I think you guys are going to really love it. This is the 2024 Riverstone Legacy 4513 DST. So this is going to be 45 feet in length with a 13-foot garage. But more importantly, this is a functional unit for not only your toy, but also for livability, for kind of that downtime, maybe that rainy day hangout space. Now, all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes will be down in the description, along with a link to the manufacturer and the price. So if you're wanting to know, what is all in the legacy package or what options, you can equip this thing with, because there are definitely a lot of them and different variations that you can do it. All that information will be down there, kind of at your disposal. But I hope you guys are having a good one. Hope you guys enjoy the tour. Hit that like and subscribe button. Drop a comment and say hello. It definitely, helps me out, really trying to reach 75,000 subscribers here in 2024. But again, 2024 Riverstone Legacy 4513 DST. And a couple years ago, when Riverstone was coming out with their toy hauler model, I thought that they were a little bit crazy. That 45 bath, and then I walked into it, and man, these things are absolutely beautiful. Now, you can change up the floor if you want to go with more of a wood look, or if you want to go with white cabinets. Those are all things that are customizable in the Riverstone. You can order it. Probably takes about 3 to 4 months to get one made, but they really excel in build quality. So 3-inch thick walls, 6-point hydraulic auto leveling, added insulation, nicer AC units with a whisper quiet. You're going to notice the returns right there, but you're not going to see any big clunky AC units in any of their ceilings. So it's going to be really nice. But look at this floor plan. And keep in mind, this is a toy hauler. So you're going to get dual opposing slides, a little bit of hidden storage right here, residential finish there, and then a really nice waterfall countertop. But I really like how open it is. And for a toy hauler, it's usually pretty difficult to get one that you can stand being in inside the day, for hangout. But if you cut the back wall off, I don't know if you would be able to tell that this is a toy hauler. But I'll go ahead and start back in the back. I guess that's the most important part. If you're looking at toy haulers, you're obviously setting up an office or, putting in a golf cart or motorcycle or whatever. But right here, right off the bat, this is pretty darn unique. There is a window that's on a televator, so you don't have to worry about any of the fumes coming in, if you are doing like your Harley, or whatnot. So that is really unique. I've never seen that before, and I've been selling RVs for 11 years, doing videos for the last 3.5. 13-foot garage with the dovetail finish. You also got a really nice upgraded Tough Flex with the diamond plating over on the sides. You're going to get 9 tie downs, and I believe all of them are 2,500 pound rating. You also got a 3,000 pound rating on the door and 1,500 pounds of capacity if you want to sit out here, and play some cards, have a couple drinks, really enjoy some of that daytime. They got a new little patio system set up here with the side ramp for your steps. So again, you're hanging out here playing some cards. Maybe you put a dog out here, and you're just hanging out. You're also going to get the Girard awning that goes over the top. Now the Girard are nice because they sit a little bit more flush. They're also, pretty darn quick. I mean, they're like the Thule awning, but they do sit a little bit more flush on the unit itself, and it does allow you to have the backup camera, there too. So 3 seasons patio door. So whether or not it's a late fall, early spring, you got the ability to cut out all the wind, let a nice breeze in, get some natural lighting. But you can also fold them back or completely remove them depending on how you want it. Now this is that dovetail that I was telling you about. And the purpose for that is as simple as it looks. It elongates that door so that way when you're pulling up that motorcycle or that, whatever, it doesn't bottom out, and scrape up. Separate entrance here for the garage, so that's nice, for obvious reasons. You also have the windows, and the nice thing about the Riverstone windows is they're all going to be frameless, dual pane, safety glass, so if something was to hit it, they wouldn't completely shatter. They would spider, sort of like a windshield. I believe they're all dual pane. I think that's standard, but again, that might be an option. I'll drop that down in the description where you can see that. They also get the day and the night shades. So you got half Dracula and full Dracula. Keep some nosy eyes out. Block the sun, from sizzling up the old Skinnerooski. I also like the valances here. I think that's pretty cool how they put that black glass right in there. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. You're going to notice you're also going to get outlets in uncommon spots. That is pretty darn nice. Usually in toy haulers, you're not going to get all those. Now that is going to be one of the sanity features for you. So if you got a bunch of kids like I do, and you're lowering these rollover sofas to make a bed, or dropping the queen down from the ceiling. They have a place to plug in all their devices, watch Netflix, play their games, do what you got to do. But it's a really nice feature to have, and one that you don't always get inside of a toy hauler. A couple little areas where you can open it up, so when you're driving down the road, you can get some nice little airflow. But what I really like is, again, and it's going to come back to this little back area. Maybe you're using this as a mobile office and you want to set that up. That collapses down if you'd like it to. But that window is pretty cool for inside and outside action. So you can be, a part of the move. I mean, look at how cool of a shot that is. That is just unique and something that you don't see every day. You can also adjust these so you can hang up stuff, as you need. And then you have your control for your Bluetooth speakers. I'm going to go ahead and shut that bad boy down. These are also your lift controls. These are also going to be Polk audio. So if you're familiar with that, those obviously get really bumping. You also get a subwoofer over there behind the TV. Overhead cabinetry, it's going to be a real wood as opposed to, kind of that press board that you might get in something a little bit less expensive. Now, this is a very tall area. I'm 6 feet tall, reaching up there, so you're definitely going to want to put your stowaway items. I'm thinking, maybe like helmets and things like that. You're also going to get a TV, and notice that it's going to be at an angle. It's going to be the Jensen Smart TV, so you can still get, YouTube TV or, I don't know, Amazon, YouTube, whatever, Netflix. But pretty darn cool. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think here of this back garage. I would definitely like to encourage more brands to do stuff like this, because I just think it's pretty darn neat, to have something like this back there. It's a little bit more versatile than just a normal toy hauler just for toys. And now we are back in the living room. You're going to notice you get really tall ceilings. I like the fact that you get a way to circulate some of the air. And then a Riverstone classic, the infinity light. Who can beat that? It's a telltale sign of a Riverstone right there. But even the slides, you're probably looking, I would guess, probably around 6'10" or so for slide height. So that's why you're going to get some of these nicer finishes, residential appliances. You got your Samsung refrigerator right here, so it's enough to pack away a week's worth of food. Absolutely no problem. Now, again, I'm 6 feet tall with the hat, maybe 6'1", but you're probably looking at about 6'10" or so. It's also going to lead to big windows. Again, day and night shade, both open up for a nice breeze. You also got these really comfortable theater seating right there with the heat and the massage. Plus, you can do a little tap right there and click on some accent lighting. And there's an area where you can snap in, like one of those little way to sit down, have a little TV dinner tray. Couple cup holders if you're a fan of the brewskis. Place for your remotes. And that's going to be the view when you're sitting down here in the theater seating, kicking back and chilling. They're also the quick recline, so they're a really great place for a good old snoozer. You also got some pretty fancy pants light systems. So you got your normal outlets, mini USB, and then the USB. This one's not theater seating, this one's just reclining, but another kind of same setup right there. The heat, massage, the lights. And actually, let's flip on all the lights here. I just think that's cool. I imagine, sitting here snuggling up with my honey buns and watching a good movie. You also get a little bit of overhead storage. And then your TV, same as in the garage, except this one's going to be Samsung, but smart TV, built-in soundbar, fireplace with a couple different coloring modes. My personal favorite is going to be that one, but there is also a blue as well. Open this up. Now you got a little bit of hidden storage back here. So put your board games, put your blankets, your books. If you're like my wife, this thing's going to be loaded up with books, and I will get zero say in what gets in there. This is going to be your subwoofer. And then, as you can see by this sticker, you got your travel lock for that right in here. So you put your hand in. I don't know where the travel lock is, but it's somewhere right there. Soft close, if you didn't see that. So what that's going to do is stop it from clanging and banging. So that is really nice. Industry's largest oven, the Insignia. So you get the 4 stovetop burner with enough room for an actual turkey. So you can have Thanksgiving in this bad boy. You're also going to get solid surface countertops and hand-laid tiles. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. Accent lighting. Stainless steel undermounted bowl with a dishwasher. So not only do you get a ton of places to do, dishes or some prep work over here, but you also got plenty of storage. It's all really clean cut. Access to your plumbing, a little garbage can. This is the extend and retract for that window. So you just hold that down, and then now the window comes up. Gives you that really good kind of separation. but also blocks out the fumes when you're not needing it. Dishwasher. I mean, who likes to do dishes? I know I sure don't. But when I do, I like to hit them from all angles, baby. Because you got a fancy little, what do you call that? I don't know why I'm blanking. Fancy whatever that is. But pretty cool in the living room. All right, so right over here, you're going to get a little pull-out drawer. You also got some lights heading up into the bedroom or up into the hallway. You also get a safety handle. And again, this is a 3-inch sidewall, so one of the industry's thickest sidewalls, which is really nice compared to a lot of the luxury RVs, you know, like a Redstone a Redwood. You know, it's going to be a little bit thicker there for you. You also can play with all of your lights, as you can see, and then this will also come on as well, and you can check, you know, all your different tank levels, you know, your leveling, your controls for your heat pump, your cooling, you know, all that good stuff in one kind of central area. And then also, if you see right here, there's a little slider bar. That is because these are all on dimmers too. So again, if you want to set the mood right, you know, for a movie, you got the ability to do that all with a touchscreen. Your Truma AquaGo water heater, that's going to be basically instant hot water, you know, last as long as you need it. Another little window there, which is nice, just for catching a good view, or maybe just a couple of rays. Let me get the lights on in here. Really nice size shower, especially for a toy hauler. I mean, that is absolutely for sure. You got a toilet that you can actually sit down on, you know, and have enough room to do your business. And I am not a small guy, you know, 6 foot, 300 pounds. So, you know, the shoulders touching this one, but I'm not so cramped up that it's even a thought. Stepping into the shower, 6 feet tall. You got about 6'7" in here, so that's pretty darn nice. You got room for 2 if you want to get crazy down at the campground. Another thing that I really like that they're doing, and the Riverstone made this adjustment at the end of 23, is the fact that they have, you know, kind of white countertops and then the black countertops just to kind of separate things. This is also going to be seamless, so really maintenance free there. Nice little higher end touch, the fact that it doesn't have that seam that you got to, you know, maintenance or worry about the caulking. Also got a perfect little mirror right there. Check out old bowling guns, baby. Got a little mini slide right here that just opens this up into plenty of walk around room. You're probably looking at about, I would say about 4 feet or so, but you're also going to get 6 pull-out drawers with the bottom with the bottom one on either side being just a hair bigger than the top 4. Emergency exit, so pull, push, and plop. You can get yourself out in a hurry, and another smart TV, you know, along with the outlets that you need as well. I like that black glass finish there onto the closet. And then, you know, of course, you got your bed with some storage up underneath. Fancy pants outlets on both sides. Geez, oh Pete's. Along with an area if you want to hook up a CPAP machine. Windows both open up. Head height here in the bedroom. You're not feeling claustrophobic at all. This is a full profile RV, so you're probably looking at about, I would say, 6'4" or so up here. Nice little cubby. I believe you can option in a cadet wall heater there, but I don't quite recall. So this is going to be your stackable washer and dryer. So great feature to have. A lot of people are using this to live in a little bit more full time because you can, and this is an option, you know, that'll help aid in that. And then on the other side, you're going to see there's a very large closet space, and you got the ability to get a little bit of Wi-Fi up on the road. Your solar charge controller is right over here too, so you can see what the solar panels are doing. So that's nice. And then a Dyson vacuum, which is going to be, you know, part of that legacy. If you step up into there, probably looking at about a $10,000-$15,000 difference from legacy to non-legacy. But all right, give you one more little peek here, and then we're going to head around the outside, show you what the storage is, and you know where some of the dumps are. But to drop a comment, let me know what you think. Hit that like and subscribe button. Again, this is the 2024 Riverstone Legacy 4513 DST. Pretty darn snazzy. I like it. I like it a lot. Now, in case you miss it the first time around, all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, including a link to the manufacturer and a link for the pricing, will be down in the description. But I like the toy hauler paint job. It's a little bit different than the classic, you know, normal fifth wheel Riverstone. They got those little kind of, I don't know if it flames or whatever you want to call it, but pretty darn cool. You're going to get the Kurt Rotoflex here up front. So this is going to have a pivoting head on it, which is going to help for some of that chucking and bucking when you're driving down the road. Just make it a little bit more comfortable. You can also see you have your generator. So 5500 Onan generator along with some of your hydraulic controls right over there as well. 6-point hydraulic auto leveling, fully enclosed and heated underbelly. You also got the oversized propane tanks, and you're going to get some pretty thick and heavy duty slam latch doors. This is going to be your pass-through storage in here. It's also going to show off, you know, some of that steel frame construction. Bada bing, bada boom. Outlets, awnings. This one's got the 4-camera safety system, so you'll see a camera here, camera on the other side, camera above the door, and then a camera in the back. It's also going to come with a 7-inch Fury on screen, so that way, you know, you can see what's going on behind you with some distance markers. These front steps are going to be the step above that flip up into the doorway. They're a little bit sturdier, a little bit more weatherproof. They're going to be, you know, good for, you know, a guy my size or maybe somebody that has a hard time walking up and down. You also get the collapsible railing right here, so you can pull this out and it'll go full length, and it's going to be that safety rail. Screen door. Another TV here on the outside, so that's going to be nice. Another smart TV by Jensen. Triple axle. You also get some pretty beefed up suspension, that is for sure. And then you got your speaker here and here. Again, the frameless tinted windows. Your second awning, and both of these have LED lights that I didn't turn on. And then you got another set of outlets here too. So if you want to plug in, you know, whatever device is that you're using, you got the ability to do so. The screened-in back patio, again, nice for cards, nice for family, just to come back here, kick it, and chill with the Girard awning over top, along with that back half there of that camera system. So over here, you're going to get an easy cord reel, which basically is going to be, you don't want to lug around this big old heavy power cord. You flip that in there, and then bada bing, bada boom, it rolls it back up for you. You just got to make sure it stays on line. And then you're going to get a fueling station as well, which I cannot remember the gallons on this. I believe it's a 30-gallon tank, but it also feeds into the generator as well, which is nice. So this is going to be optional, but you got your slide toppers with the metal guard awning. I do recommend doing that because if you're parked under a tree, it stops debris from falling on top. And then, of course, you got a fully walkable roof. You know, the full works there. But, you know, check your seals, check your slides. You'll be good to go. You got your drain right there. Back end of your Suburban hot water heater, or the Truma hot water heater. And then right here is going to be your docking station. So you're going to see your water filter, your battery disconnect, hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower, and then you know, your different water fills, black tank, flush, all that good stuff. And then battery, where you got access for 4. These will also pop out there too. But all right, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2024 Riverstone Legacy 4513 DST, their toy hauler model. Have a great day. Hope to see you next time. See you.